everyone loses money. Everyone loses money. It costs you nothing. In fact, it builds quite a bit of character.
Okay, up next, we got to take a look at this clip from the YouTuber CoffeeZilla, because he just called out Benny Johnson, and this mega YouTuber just got absolutely exposed. Take a listen to this clip where he shows how Benny Johnson says one, frankly, in my view, pretty ridiculous thing about the current stock market plummet under Trump with all the tariffs, but said something very different when it was Kamala Harris. Take a listen to this.
Losing money costs you nothing.
There it is.
This is just the reality of life. Like, were you young and dumb? How much money did you lose? Everyone loses money. Everyone loses money. It costs you nothing. In fact, it builds quite a bit of character.
What an amazing way to look at this. You know, don't worry about losing money. It's actually building your character, and it doesn't cost you anything, except for the money part. I guess it does cost that. Now, I was so taken aback by I've never seen anybody try something like this. So I thought, you know, well, at least he's ideologically consistent. He probably says this every time the stock market crashes, right? Like when it crashed under Biden or Harris, that he said the same thing, right?
It's bloody Black Monday. Holy moly. The Kamala crash is here.
Kamala needs to get in front of a camera today. People are losing their homes today. People are losing their fortunes today. People are losing their futures today. People are losing their 401ks today. This is shaping up to be one of the worst market days in American history.
Whoa! So I guess when the other side, they lose you money, it's terrible. People need to speak up now. When it's your guy that you shill for, all of a sudden it's, hey, this builds character. Have you really even lost money when you lost money?
So just first and foremost, what Benny was even saying was ridiculous. Losing money costs you nothing. Yeah, easy for you to say, bro. You're a multimillionaire podcaster who at one point was getting paid like $300,000 a month by the Russians, which, to be clear, I know he didn't know it was the Russians. I'm not even blaming him for that. I'm just saying you made so much money. Please don't tell other people, including people who are on like retirement plans and pensions, that the stock market plummeting is fine because losing money builds character. Out of touch, beyond belief. And like CoffeeZilla pointed out here, insanely inconsistent and hypocritical. Look, if you want to support tariffs, if you want to say the stock market doesn't matter, I disagree with you on both fronts, but we can have that debate if you're actually holding those positions. But that's not what people like Benny Johnson are doing. They're just flip-flopping. They're doing total 180s based on the party affiliation of the person in charge because they're just pandering. That's the difference between somebody who, like myself, I have an ideology, I have a perspective, I have a viewpoint, but I'm not just doing propaganda for one side, for Team Red or Team MAGA. Benny Johnson is. Like, how can you look at that clip and say anything else? Because a significantly less severe stock plummet under Biden-Harris, he was freaking out and telling people that their lives are being ruined and Kamala must stop this immediately. But when it's happening under Trump, he's saying, actually, it's fine. Losing money builds character. Seriously? I mean, also, you know you're recorded, right? Like, you know you're getting up on camera, fixing your mouth, and saying stuff to be reviewed into perpetuity by anybody who goes on YouTube. So don't you know that you said something different, like, not that long ago? Wouldn't you be concerned that people are going to clip you up and make you look like a total hypocrite and a fraud? If I knew I had said something directly contradictory on this show just like 6 months ago, and I was going to make a whole episode where I was saying something different, I probably wouldn't do that. Or I would address it and explain why it's different or why I changed my mind. I wouldn't just do a 180, then act like nothing ever happened. But that's because I'm an independent political commentator, not a mascot for either side. But what do you guys think? Are you still going to trust Benny Johnson's coverage and takes after this? Or has he kind of lost your trust by doing this 180? Do let me know in the comments. And please do, if you haven't yet, if you made it to this point in today's show, clearly you found something of value. Please do consider subscribing and sticking around, and do hit that like button if you haven't yet.